we got UFC Vegas 37 this week, and we got a lot of fucking fights on this card. I think they're making up for the lack of fights last weekend, just cramming them all in.
Yeah, we got 15 fights.
15.
And I've been doing research on freaking Dana White Contender Series, Bellator, UFC. It's been a grind, but love it. Gotta love it.
Yep.
We're gonna win a ton of money.
Yes.
We're already up. For those who don't know, Dana White Contender Series, we went 4-0, clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
It's plus 7.7 units on Bellator.
And who got?
On Dana White Contender Series, huh?
Who got those picks early?
A list.
Everyone on the email list. So
Yep. So all you gotta do, DM me your
at
email
Neverhedge on
at
Twitter.
Neverhedge or at NeverhedgePod. DM me your email and I will hook you up and set you up on the email list. You receive all my fight notes. These are the raw notes, so there are like spelling errors and shit in there. But it's everything I'm doing while I'm tape studying for these fights. And you also receive our picks early.
Nice. Quick plug,
Yep.
and then right into the fights.
Yeah. First fight I have, like I said, I have it a little out of order because I was on this so early. Hannah Goldie versus Emily Whitmire is the first fight I have.
Yep.
Goldie is a late replacement in this fight, stepping up, and it's the it's the OnlyFans Bowl.
Yes.
Both of these girls are on OnlyFans, just like the rest of the division. It kind of sucks. They have to do that to make a living, but it's a pretty evenly matched fight. Both of these girls don't have that much experience. Goldie's on a 2-fight losing streak against decent competition. She just fought Belbita in absolute barn burner. They both came out. I think Goldie threw maybe 10 head kicks in a row, and Belbita only blocked maybe one of them.
Yeah. Belbita's pretty good.
Yeah. But Belbita ended up winning that fight. But she did show she's got a good gas tank, and she's willing to get into a firefight. Both her losses are to Belbita and Granger, so pretty good competition. She's pretty jacked for the division. But she's fighting Emily Whitmire, who I think is the better striker and better grappler. She might be a little bit smaller, but she has a little bit more experience being on that. She was on Tough. She fought tough girls on that, like our girl Jillian.
Yep.
And I think this is a low-level fight. Anything could happen. Armbar from guard.
Yes.
If I had to pick, I'm picking Whitmire. I won't be betting it.
Yeah. Goldie's got the better OnlyFans face, but I think Whitmire might have the better feet.
Right. Need to mix and match.
Everyone knows feet are what gets you the big bucks on OnlyFans. So I like Whitmire as well.
Next up, I have Gustavo Lopez versus Alatang Haley. I know that's out of order.
Yes.
Lopez fought Adrian Yanez in his last fight, which was a crazy fight. Both men got rocked multiple times before Yanez ended up winning. Yanez is just a superior striker. But Lopez is good everywhere. He's got some knockouts, got some subs. He's fought very high-level comp in his career, and he usually loses to them. But he does have heart, and he's got grit, willing to fight anybody. Alatang, a well-rounded fighter, primarily a striker, but recently has been willing to go to the ground, and he has racked up, besides the Casey Kenny fight, which he lost, and he got 0 takedowns. Mm-hmm. In his last 2 wins, he racked up 7 takedowns. He beat our boy Dana Batgarel before losing to Casey Kenny. And I see Alatang using his wrestling in this fight to grind out a close decision against Gustavo Lopez. You have any thoughts on this one?
I was going to say Alatang for sure, especially since he has beaten Dana Batgarel, who is an absolute monster at 135. And I was going to say, I was thinking probably the over. The over-unders and the props are not out yet, but this fight screams 3-round scrap, 3-round brawl.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I think Ali fucking Alatang wins split decision.
Completely agree on that take.
Yeah.
Next up, Impa Kasangane versus Carlston Harris. And I found this one to be a hard one to break down. You have any thoughts on this fight, Scott?
Hold on, these guys are out of order. I like Impa.
Impa?
First look here.
First look, yeah.
Impa, and let me see.
He is the favorite.
Yeah, he's only minus 120 though.
Right, and on DraftKings he's 8,900, so that's
Yeah.
a little bit inflated.
We should go real quick. Whitmire is 8,500, Goldie 77, Lopez 78, and Alatang is 84. So now we're caught up on DraftKings.
Yep. I'm gonna go against you on this one. I'm taking Harris.
Yeah.
Harris.
Changed my mind.
Okay, so Harris, he may not be the best grappler, but he's willing to go for takedown after takedown.
Okay.
He's a long fighter. And in his first fight in the UFC, we saw him rock his opponent, and then instead of finishing with strikes, he went down and subbed him out. A guy like Impa, he's extremely athletic. We all knew that. He bounced back from that brutal KO loss, spinning back kick to the face against Joaquin Buckley, to sub out Sasha Politnikov.
Yeah.
Problem is, I don't think he gets a sub here against Carlston. Impa, as big as he is, doesn't have power to knock guys out. It just hasn't happened in his career, like you would think. And I think Carlston Harris is going to be a little bit of a grinder here. And even if he doesn't get the takedowns, I see him pushing Impa up against the cage and winning a dirty fight. I don't think Impa is the prospect we once thought he was.
Okay.
But it's going to be close, and it's lined correctly now.
Yeah. I mean, the line is telling you it's going to be probably coin flip.
Yeah. Next fight up is not even worth going over. It's Aaron Blanchfield versus Sarah Alpar. Blanchfield's 9,400 on DraftKings versus Sarah Alpar 60. It's not going to be a close fight. Aaron Blanchfield's way better than Sarah Alpar.
Yeah. Minus 350.
Should be bigger. There's actually value on that.
Yeah.
Blanchfield wins this easy.
Yeah, and these ladies might not be on OnlyFans. I think the 135ers I think have a tougher time selling memberships.
Right.
I think it's more of a straw weight thing.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Next fight I got.
Definitely a stay away.
Yeah, I mean
Blanchfield, or maybe under.
Yeah, I could see that.
Maybe under when it comes out.
500 on DraftKings versus JP Buys. So my initial thought on this was similar to your Impa pick. I just instantly thought Montel Jackson.
Yeah.
Because he's a freaking monster, and that win over Jesse Strader was super impressive. He's big and athletic for the division. Has a submission win over Brian Kelleher. And he showed strength and gas tank when he took down Kolaris 11 times. He has an extremely high ceiling, but what scares me is his fight against Brett Johns, in which we saw Brett Johns out-wrestle Montel Jackson. Montel Jackson's other loss, I forget who he's against, but it's against another wrestler. His only two losses are to wrestlers, two recent losses.
Yeah.
Buys came on the Contender Series. Everyone knows the story of this guy. Came on with his wife. They were both like touted as the new guys.
Yeah.
And they both lost. The thing is, JP Buys' wife came out in her next fight and kicked the shit out of her opponent. So maybe they're a little bit better than they showed early on. Buys trying to get a knockout. This guy's a wrestler.
Yeah.
He went for a knockout, and he ended up getting knocked out himself. If he goes back to his wrestling, I think he's like a plus 400 dog, I think.
Plus 450.
Yeah. There's value there on JP Buys at plus 450. He can out Jackson. If it was a straight pick 'em, I'm taking Jackson, but at that line, there's value on JP Buys.
Yeah. and literally no value on fucking
Jackson. No, none at all. DraftKings though, there is value on both guys because it'll probably be an exciting fight.
Yes.
Next fight is a last second change. Brendan Jenkins is stepping up and fighting against Rong Zhu. I don't think Brendan Jenkins is on DraftKings yet, but
No, it's still showing Bush.
Yeah, they usually don't change the other person's price. So Rong Zhu, you're going to be able to get him at 7,600. Brendan Jenkins is a plus 250 favorite, plus 250 underdog against Rong Zhu, and I love him. I broke down Jenkins recently in the PFL card.
Yeah, Brandon Jenkins is actually 6,700.
Oh, they put him in.
They put him in 6,700. They haven't changed Rong Zhu yet, so it's 6,700 versus 7,600.
So DraftKings, there's value on both guys, obviously. Yeah. Brandon Jenkins is a guy I broke down recently. He was fighting Jacob Kilburn in the PFL. And I said it was a stay-away fight because both guys are fucking savages.
Yep.
Brandon Jenkins ended up winning that fight by flying knee. Just crushed Jacob Kilburn.
Yep.
Before that, he fought Aaron Mitchell at 165-pound catch weight, and it was a five-round fight. And he showed he's got great gas tank, good athleticism, throws hard straight punches, which I always love. The one thing that scared me in that Mitchell fight was it didn't touch the mat till the very end, but we did see Jenkins get taken down off a sloppy punch, and then the fight ended, basically. Fun fact, Brandon Jenkins' dad fought Tank Abbott back in the day.
Jesus.
So he got Jenkins into MMA super young, having a dad who was into MMA, so Jenkins actually had over 30 amateur fights. So just because this is his UFC debut, this guy is not new to MMA.
Right.
And then Rong Zhu, exciting prospect with great finishes.
Yeah.
Problem is, he fought nobody. He has fought nobody his whole career. Jenkins has way better comp under his belt. Rong Zhu cost us money in his last fight. He fought one of the worst fighters in the UFC in Vargas. Granted, Vargas did looked pretty good.
He looked pretty good against
Yeah. But Vargas was before that one of the worst fighters in the UFC, and is that because Rong Zhu's just not that good, or is it because Vargas improved? We don't know. I'm taking Jenkins.
I like that. I like a little ball play here.
Yeah.
Especially at 6,700 on DraftKings.
Yeah, I'm taking him. It's the biggest dog we've taken in a while. I know we just said JP buys, but buys won't be an official pick for me.
No.
But Jenkins is going to be.
I like that. I like that quite a bit.
Next fight is a couple guys we all know. Nate Maness versus Tony Gravely. What do you think on this, Scott?
Hang on.
Yeah, I know I'm going out of order on you.
Start it off. I gotta find him here.
All right, Nate Maness. He's on a 3-fight winning streak with his most recent win coming over Luke Sanders, who I'm pretty sure we took Luke Sanders in that fight. He also has a nice win over Johnny Munoz. Maness versus Sanders was incredible. Both fighters were rocked, and Maness came out on top. He's a dangerous guy on the feet and the ground. He kind of is one of those guys that he gets beat up early and then likes to come back. He likes a scrap.
Yeah.
But he's literally dangerous everywhere. Gravely, on the other hand, is basically a wrestler. He goes for takedown after takedown, has amazing grappling, and he recently moved to ATT. And this is a quote from Gravely on moving to ATT. He said, "It's an amazing experience. When you're a big fish in a small pond," which he was saying he was before, It's one thing. But when you come in here and you're the little fish in a big pond and you start training with guys like Pedro Munoz, Marlon Moraes, Alexander Pantoja, and other fighters that aren't in the UFC, like Araguchi and Adriano Moraes, when you train with these guys every day, you're going to take some bumps and bruises, but you could see the improvements. And I got to believe him on that.
You're liking Gravely at minus 210?
I'm liking Gravely at minus 210 in a dangerous fight against Manis.
I was thinking, my initial thoughts were Manis plus the 175. Now I'm not so sure.
It's a dangerous fight. And Tony Gravely, I said this, what did I say this on? We've done so many. Probably the Bellator one. I'm sick and tired of betting on guys who need a finish to win a fight.
Yeah.
And I think Manis needs a finish to win this fight.
Right.
But it's dangerous. And minus 210 is kind of a lot for as dangerous as a fight it is.
Yeah.
Next fight up, we got Pannie Kianzad versus Raquel Pennington.
Yes.
Old Rocky.
Old Rocky.
Kianzad, I think you were on Kianzad in her last fight.
I think I was.
Yeah, old Pannie.
Yeah, she beat, what the fuck? Alexis Davis.
Yep. Old woman Alexis Davis.
Yeah.
But that was a tough fight. That was back and forth.
Yep.
Good fight. Pannie Kianzad obviously is a striker primarily. She beat our girl Sierra Eubanks, who we've always been high on.
Yep.
And she's pretty good.
Yeah, I like Kianzad as a dog here over 11-9 Raquel Pennington.
She is better than that record, though. Like if you look at the people she's fought, I think she's fought Amanda Nunes.
She got knocked out by Amanda Nunes, lost a decision to Holly Holm, and lost a decision to Durandamy.
Beat Aldana, Renault, Tate, and Andrade in her career. Yeah, this is a close fight.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Basically a pick'em. I think
it's a pick'em.
Raquel Pennington is minus 120.
Okay.
And Kianzad is plus 110.
I think that's probably fair.
Yes.
Pennington's path to victory is basically grind on her, use dirty boxing, and Kianzad's path to victory is stay on the outside and pop shot her.
Yeah. Hopefully the boxing is filthy.
I could see it going either way. I don't know about this one.
Yeah.
And Kianzad 7,500 on DraftKings, Raquel Pennington 8,700.
Yeah, I mean their stats are basically exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. What's the decision prop? Because I like that. Go to decision.
Props are not out yet.
Okay. Well, I like that fight to go to decision.
For sure.
Next fight, we got Tafon Nchukwi 8,800 versus Mike Slow Rodriguez 7,400. And Tafon's a guy who's won his money by losing.
Yep.
Jung Young Park, our guy.
Yes.
Beat the shit out of him, and we called that. But before that, he was undefeated prospect 5-0, 4 TKOs in a decision over Jamie Pickett, which is pretty impressive.
Oh, Jung Young Park, the fucking, what is he, the Iron Turtle?
The Turtle. Yeah.
Oh, yes, I remember that fight.
Yeah, I mean, we were all over that. That was one of our best calls.
Yes.
Tafon recently said that he puts back on, not cuts, puts back on 40 pounds after rehydrating from his weight cuts. Because of that size, he is a bit slow, and he's very hittable, which Park was proved.
Yes.
He does have a great chin.
Picked him apart.
Chin, and he keeps moving forward even when he's getting hit.
Yeah.
One thing he does that I love is he throws a lot of body shots, and those add up over fights. He uses raw power when he gets into grappling, and it seems to work for him. He's able to just get up or reverse position or take you down with just strength alone. He is a freak.
Yes. And Rodriguez has not won a lot of fights in his last couple of years. He's got 1 win, 3 L's, and a no contest.
Yeah. and his nickname is Slow. So we just said Tafon slow. This guy is also slow.
Yes.
But he is a kind of like a sharpshooter on the feet.
Yep.
He's very accurate, has nasty elbows and knees. One thing he doesn't have is a ground game.
Right.
He got subbed his last 2 fights.
He did.
And Tafon here, the line is right. I love Tafon.
Yeah.
I'm like all over this one. This is a lock for me.
Yeah.
I think
especially after that split decision loss to the Iron Turtle.
Yeah.
He's going to be looking to get back.
I think this is like the opposite.
He's definitely a solid prospect.
Yeah, this is the opposite of Impa for me, where I think Tafon goes ahead and shows us he is a legit prospect, where I think Impa may not be.
Yeah, and at minus 120, the value's there. Everything screaming at you to take fucking Tafon.
Yeah. Next fight, Joaquin Buckley, 9,300 versus Antonio Arroyo. And this is another interesting one because Antonio Arroyo is a guy who I've been wanting to bet on over and over again since he's gotten to the UFC. And it just has not worked out. Yeah. He's got the size. He's got brutal kicks. Those kicks are awesome. But he happened to fight Andre Muniz and Darren Wynn in his UFC fights. And Darren Wynn, people shit on him all the time. He's a bad matchup for a lot of guys. Yeah. He's basically mini DC. They both stated in their pre-fight that they want this to remain standing. Buckley's coming off that loss. After the spinning back kick KO, he got KO'd himself against Alessio Di Chirico, which no one saw coming. Yeah. He's always been a kill or be killed kind of guy. He either knocks you out or gets knocked out. And this is Buckley's stance on this fight. He said he'll come out hard and heavy in the first round, talking about Arroyo. But if he doesn't do that, I'll manhunt. We'll come after him. Either way, it's a good fight coming. Yes. So he's looking to show guys, hey, I'm not just getting knocked out here. I'm going to knock the shit out of this dude. Yes. And Arroyo came back and said, the idea for me is I want to keep it standing, even though he probably does have a jiu-jitsu advantage. What do you think?
I like it.
What's the line?
So Buckley is 9,300, and where is he? Arroyo is 69. Let me pull this up. And Arroyo plus 160, Buckley minus 200. I like Arroyo.
Yeah. It's gonna be a close fight. I think for me it's gonna be a stay away. Yeah. I'm not willing to bet on either guy. But, yeah, a dog money, if you want to spend some dog money. Who am I to stop somebody? Next fight, another one we could skip. Arman Tsarukyan, 9,600 versus Christos Giagos. This fight is just not close. Yeah. Arman Tsarukyan is young as hell. And he's going to beat Christos Giagos in every way possible. Arman has shown he's not a finisher. I think he does get a finish here. And I like the sub prop here. Arman Tsarukyan by sub plus 400. Ooh. He wears out Giagos. Giagos gets tired and
probably beats him by a rear naked.
Yeah.
Something stupid like that.
Yeah. I like it a lot. Next fight, Scott, is your girl. The Queen of Violence.
I saw her on here.
Yeah.
The only problem is she's actually not that good.
Yeah, I know. So she's 8,200 on DraftKings versus Mandy Bohm at 8,000. And like you said, Lipski, just not that good. She's really struggled in the UFC. She has great stand-up. Everyone knows that. And everyone just takes her down. Yep. Everybody. And she can't stop it.
And what the hell was the last fight? Or the first fight that I saw her was Luana Carolina, and she subbed her like immediately. Just fucking came out and mauled her. And I was like,
and then
this girl, she's got it. She's got the fucking name. She's got the
look.
She's got the look. She got everything. And then
she fought the lesser.
Yeah.
The lesser Shevchenko.
Yeah, and she gets fucking TKO'd.
Taken down 1,000,000 times by a girl
Yeah.
who has no takedowns.
Yeah.
One
then-
Lipski, Scott. She changed gyms.
Okay.
She's now training with Amanda Nunes, the GOAT.
Okay.
However, she only trained with Amanda Nunes one time. Admitted that. She said Amanda has been in the gym and giving her pointers, but she's only trained with her once. She has been training and sparring with Nina Nunes, or Nina Ansarov, as we know her, which is still good.
Yeah.
Quote from Lipski on now that she's ready for opponents taking her down. She said, I'm a striker. What I really want, is to strike, to show my strikings. I have a lot of combos and combinations to show because this is what I really like to do, but it's MMA. You have to be prepared for everything. Like I say, Antonina got me surprised.
Yep.
I won't let it happen anymore. So she has been working on it. She knows her deficiencies.
Mm-hmm.
And she's fighting a fighter in Bohm who's 7-0 coming out of Bellator and making her debut.
Yep.
She hasn't fought in a year. She's had 4 fights canceled because of stupid COVID. What I noticed from Bohm is her striking's a little slow, but she is accurate and she hits pretty hard. Likes to use knees in the clinch. And when it goes to the ground, she's pretty competent. And like you said, Lipski's not that good, so my initial thought was I want to take Bohm really badly. Watching the tape, it wasn't there.
No?
No. Lipski's going to be the better striker, and I think she wins here.
Okay.
I wanted to take Bohm. I really did. I was like, oh, Lipski's not that good. It's time to fade her.
If she breaks my heart one more time, I don't think I can take it.
Right, exactly. And here's another one, late-minute replacement again. Jim Miller has COVID. No symptoms, by the way, just positive.
Terrific.
Yep. Nikolas Motta versus Cameron VanCamp. Motta is on 3-fight winning streak with his most recent win coming on the Contender Series. He was supposed to fight Jim Miller, and the line was Jim Miller, I think, minus 150, and we were gonna put 1,000,000 units on it.
That would have been pick of the century. Fucking
Motta's undersized. He was a contestant on Brazil's Tough, and he did put in work on the regional scene. He's got a win over Joe Selecki over there. He's finally in the UFC. He swings hard. He's kind of wild, gets into brawls. Decent ground game, but he's a stand-up fighter mainly. VanCamp, last-minute guy. I kind of researched him quickly.
Yeah.
He's a guy that goes to the finish every time. He's fought on the regional scene, and the promotion he fought in, they loved him over there.
Really?
Yeah. Throws a nice jab. He is very hittable, though. Stands straight up in the air.
Oh, God.
And against a wrestler, I see him getting taken down. But Motta's not that guy.
Motta, one thing we know for sure is Motta is not that guy.
No. Motta is minus 300, and I cannot bet him at minus 300. No. I do think he wins.
No. Literally, you should get your fucking gambling account revoked. You're throwing money on Motta at minus 300.
Yeah. Next fight, co-main event time. We got Ian Cutelaba, 9,000 on DraftKings versus Devin Clark, 7,200. I am all over Ian Cutelaba.
Yes.
I see people taking Devin Clark.
Why?
They're saying that Ian Cutelaba gasses out and Devin Clark's always there, the brown bear, whatever. I get it. The brown bear's there. Ian Cutelaba has not lost to anyone that's not top. He had to fight Ankalaev twice, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And he got subbed out by Glover. But he rocked Glover before getting subbed by him. This guy is a mauler. He's from Moldova.
Yes.
He comes out uber aggressive, throws huge strikes. He's willing to slam you all over the place. I don't care what anyone says. He beat Dustin Jacoby. And then Clark is a guy who we have been higher on than most people, which is why it's a little weird that people are now taking Devin Clark and we're fading him. But he was dominated by Anthony Smith. Showed nothing in that fight. And I see Ian Cutelaba being able to throw Devin Clark all over the place.
Yeah. Yes. Brown Bear gets mauled.
Yeah, easy win.
Yes.
Too easy.
Yeah.
Main event. Anthony Smith, Ryan Spann. What do you think?
Oh, this one is tough, man. I think I like fucking Spann.
Mm.
I'm not super high on Anthony Smith. Oh, see, he did beat our boy Jimmy Crute, but that was when is that when Jimmy Crute's fucking leg went dead?
It was.
Yeah.
But that was from a kick.
Yes. He does have good
But
kicks.
he has great kicks. He's got great striking.
Yeah.
He's a great striker just in general. His problem is when he gets into a wrestling battle, he tends to lose.
Yeah.
He's got great striking, great jiu-jitsu, and when he's on top, he's fucking a problem on top too.
He is.
I like Smith. Spann, when he came in, was super hot, had thunderous power athleticism. He's 6'5".
Yeah, he's
He
huge.
knocked out Misha Serkinov. But before that, he was KO'd by Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker has shown he's not the guy we thought he was. And then, this is another one. I don't care what anyone says. Ryan Spann lost to Sam Alvey. That was a loss.
Yeah.
Ryan Spann gasses out. This is a 5-round fight. Anthony Smith is a guy who's tough as nails. We saw it against Glover. I mean, Jesus Christ. And I did. Like you, I wrote off Anthony Smith after that Glover loss and then the loss to Ratchik. I was like, he's done. But then he came out and he beat the shit out of Brown Bear.
Yeah.
And then he won against Jimmy Crute. And against Jimmy Crute, he was winning the stand-up battle before getting taken down. And
He was. Jimmy Crute with 2 legs was losing the fight. Jimmy Crute with 1 leg might have stolen the round.
That's scary accurate.
Yeah.
And Anthony Smith, we forget, for a title, he gave John Jones some trouble in their fight. Actually could have won that fight if he allowed the fight to get DQ'd. He got poked in the eyes multiple times. Could have stopped fighting and been champ, but didn't want to win like that. You hear that, Aljamain Sterling? I'm taking Anthony Smith. I think he gets a finish. I think he finishes Ryan Spann in the later rounds when Spann gets tired. And you got to target it on DraftKings because the path to victory for Ryan Spann is like a first or second round KO. So either way, I see this getting finished. It does not go to decision.
Yeah, and there's definitely value in Ryan Spann on DraftKings. He's only 7,100.
Yeah, there's big value there.
Big value. And like you said, if he wins, he's going to have to knock out Anthony Smith.
For sure. I have my official bets ready.
Okay.
We're going Carlston Harris plus 105. We're betting 1 unit to win 1.05. Brandon Jenkins plus 250. Bet 1 to win 2.5. Then here we start going a little heavier. We got Tafon minus 120. Bet 3.6 to win 3. We got Ian Cutelaba minus 145. Bet 2.9 to win 2. Anthony Smith minus 170. Bet 1.7 to win 1. The props I have are Arman Tsarukyan by sub plus 400. Bet 1 to win 4. And plus 110. Bet 1 to win 1.1. Parlay that I love, Tafon and Ion is plus 209.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So parlay those together. I love it. Add Arman in at minus 800. Fuck it. Let him add 50 cents to your parlay.
Yeah.
Why not? Were you able to make a DraftKings lineup?
Yes. Yes, I was. All right. First off, we'll go most expensive first. Obviously, Arman.
Yeah.
Had to hit him. And then we have Ion Cutelaba at 9K. And then Tafon at 88. Pani fucking Kianzad, 75. The Chinese guy, Alatang.
Oh yeah,
Alatang
Haley.
Haley, yes.
Yeah,
At 84, and Jenkins, 6,700.
I like it a lot. That's a strong lineup.
Yes.
So I just made one as well, and I am going with Aaron Blanchfield at 94, dropping down to Anthony Smith 91, Ian Cutelaba 9,000, Carlston Harris 73, the Queen of Violence 82, and Brandon Jenkins at 67.
Yeah. I so wanted to put the Queen of Violence in there.
I want to be able to squeeze in. I want to be able to squeeze in Arman as well. Maybe take JP Buys and Jenkins in the same lineup.
Ooh,
That'd be something.
that's quite a reach.
Hey, so let's try to win that 100K.
Yeah. I guarantee no one will have that exact lineup.
Probably not. No. I like it.
I like it.
All right.